Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Times of India newspaper headlines. So, first of all, state OK's CAG audit of BMC non-COVID spend. Next, uh, Rajouri toll rises to 7 as 36-year-old dies at week on. Next, in Joshi Math, residents face bitter cold and a shrinking feeling. Next, PM calls Dami assures full support. Next, government to scrap key telecom decisions making body DCC. Next, China welcomes international travelers sans quarantine. Next, race course shift cannot benefit private builders Aditya. Next, we fell short of tackling situation. Chandra regrets AI handling of P episode. Next, Pawar MVA will fights LS and state polls together to outs Shinde BJP. Next, three of family die in road crashes near city. Next, Mahim Church vandal arrested. Next, T. Hovex bombs call in Mumbai to held. Next, TCS saved teen girl with chest pain. Next, Meghalaya CM BJP ally opposes UCC. Next, Kerala teen BD roller now US judge. Next, oldest civil criminal cases started before current SC judges were even born. Next, civil dispute cannot be changed to SC ST case. Next, wife not filing dowry case not abnormal. High Court. Next, 79% of new High Court judges in last 5 years upper caste. Next, 40% of wetlands in India lost in last 30 years. Experts. Next, top higher education institutes it has funding tab tightens. Next, on page number 2 in Times City section under that 3 killed 4 hurt after car hits truck in Palghar. Next, 54 offences filed against encroachers in Karjat. Next, 2 held with cattle meat. Next, 6 years after work began, scalar extension between highways to be partly opened. Next, Aditya will oppose shifting of race course to private land. Next, man rescued after falling in creek in Thane. Next, man who vandalized church cemetery held. Next, two girders launch of 6 railway lines to widen Nohur ROB. Next, he may be of unsound mind cops. Next, CAG audit of BMC non-COVID spending may happen by March. Next, ex-corporator opposes BMC claim. Next, health and fitness always come first. Next, TC save teen with chest pain on local. Next, with 3L readership and rupees 2 crore revenue in 2022, Mathran rail train overtakes pre-COVID norms. Next, 2 held with cattle meat. Next, 54 offences filed against encroachers in Karjat. Next, on page number 3 in Time City section under that, man held for killing wife, her kin alleged love jihad. Next, 55-year-old criminal held for Hoek's call on 1993 like serial bomb blast. Man held for threat call to restaurant. Next, doctor's dad duped of rupees 50 lakh in electricity bill fraud now. Next, minor held for sex assault on 5-year-old. Next, rock python found in Thane. Next, for fourth day in a row this year, AQI of Mumbai is very poor. Next, first organ donation of 23, hope for 3. Next, man torches 5 vehicle in Panvel. Next, 3L kg plastic seized by NMMC in 2022. Next, AI chairman Chandra speaks on peeing case. Next, P case, 2 more AI crew members may join probe. Next, man his 3 friends stab ex-girlfriend's new lover to death. Next, housing society unite against Govandi concrete units. Next, on page number 4 in Time City section under that, RIP Donge. Next, writing on wall. Next, bouncing back. Next, government must not assure cabinet expansion if not intent MLA. Next, Kurla man drones in Pavana. Next, cops book 12 after death due to spurious infection. Next, hardcore cynics still have faith in Uddhav Pawar. Next, wanted chain thief arrested. Next, man loses rupees 7 lakh in cyber fraud. Next, Indian Cancer Opposition Indian Cancer Society. Next, see you later escalator. Next, man losses rupees 7 lakh in cyber fraud. Next, how DCM favorite cop rose to be city's first special police commissioner. Then on page number 5 in B focused section under that capitalizing on capitalities. Next, on page number 6 in Times Nation section under that from rolling bidis in Kasargod Kas Ara God to being Texas judge. Next, PMO review Joshi math crisis says safety of people immediate priority. Next, communicate with locals Uttarakhand told. Next, Modi dials CM Dami assures of all assistance for rescue operation. Next, now cracks develop in uh, Shankaracharya. Next, four of UP family who slapped with LPG heater on found dead. Next, teen kidnapped, gang raped in Raj. Next, dense fog in north upset movement of 480 trains, waiting time over 7 to 8 hours. Next, Jharkhand Union leader killed. Next, uh, trucks collide due to fog in UP driver dies. Next, accused of mishandling women's 2019 plaint, Bishop goes on leave. Next, he is taking care of health, says Diocese. Then on page number 7 in Times Nation section under that, Himachal Pradesh CM expands cabinet, son of Veerbhadra, 6 other inducted. Next, what if it is poisoned? Akhilesh refuses cop's tea. Next, another curve of problem, tigress found dead in Maharashtra. Next, oldest civil suit was filed in 1952, criminal case registered in 1953. Next, Tejasvi plays cricket, triggered power play bus. Next, on be focused section under that competitive age. Then on comes to page number 18 Times Nation section under that Maharashtra case in border row with Karnataka is strong, says Fandanavis. Next, Shah acting like priest announcing date for Ram Mandir, says Pawar. Next, new power subsidiary policy for industries. Next, KN Tirupati, BJP veteran and ex GUV passes away at 88. Next, new NH stretches to be opened only after road safety audits. Next, India poised to be land of big opportunities, Adani. Next, on page number 10 in Times Nation section under that, loan worth rupees 2.5 thousand crore distributed at a credit outreach event in Kota. Next, 4 fall prey to crypto fraud lose rupees 1.5 crore. Next, over 6,900 domestic violence plaints filed by women in 2022. Next, study smaller bag size has cut fertilizer consumption. Next, Malayala CM opposes UCC fears alter tribal culture. Next, Sharma rewrite history to record India's wins. Next, Malayala CM opposes UCC fears may alter tribal culture. Next, Sharma rewrites history to record India's win. Then on page number 11 in that Education Times section under that placements of pharmacy students rise post the pandemic. Next to offer a level playing field to Indian foreigner medical grades. Then on page number 12 in Times Nation section under that social diversity missing in higher judiciary center to house panel. Next, High Court no plaint by Brit against dowry demand not abnormal. Next, after 2 weeks in jail, bail for UP teacher. Next, ragging bull season begins in Tamil Nadu. Next, grandkids asking me when they would return home. Next, cannot convert civil dispute into case under STSC Act. Top court. Next, settlement on debris is primary reason for shrinking states report. Next, parts of town are shrinking 1 centimeter every year, says 17-year-old report. Next, government ignored scientific facts before giving nod experts. Next, Grandkids asking me when they would return home. Next, after 2 weeks in jail, bail for UP teacher. Next, parts of town are shrinking 1 centimeter every year, says 17-year-old report. Next, Hiraba's ashes immersed in Ganga at Haridwar. Next, Ankita murder panel removes Adel government council. Next, young diaspora can push India's growth. Next, techie jumps to death from office building in Tamil Nadu. Then on page number 13 in Times Nation section, under that, AK-47 Sach found on two Pakistan ultras killed at LOC in Jammu and Kashmir. Next, clips expose bid to frame kin of Varda BJP MP in fake cases. Next, IIT's bank on fees aluminum alumni to repay loans from HEFA. Next, drone mounted radar to spot tunnels at Pakistan border. Next, family fakes death in road mishap to skirt loans held. Next, green activist suicide note, government not saving nature. Next, when a wetland dies, entire ecosystems is at a risk, says experts. Next, clips expose bids to frame kin of Varda BJP MP in fake cases. Next, green activist suicide note, government not saving nature. Next, by side section under that, did rescheduling CLAT 2023 impact the result? Next, CBSE launches new skill subject for class 9th and 11th. Next, then on page number 14 uh, in that opinion section, in that driving to despair. Next, do it at home too. Next, Harry rewrites bro code. Next, gig jobs, green jobs. Next, fixing crypto, can investors trust the business? Next, pointing at the crescent moon in a sunlit sky. Then on page number 15 in Times business section, under that, NBFC's I funds from bond markets has bank loan rates risk. Next, Paytm Bank gets RBI note for new CEO. Next, Reliance Caps lender set to hold another auction. Next, 5% GST for COVID vax at hospitals, rules AAAR. Next, after ONGC, Indian Oil may see board rigid. Next, policy for auction of salt land to private cause soon. Next, pharma sector to focus on supply chain COVID management. Next, involving DCC mint delays in decisions replication. Next, ease of doing biz in is state's responsibility to, says FM. Next, budget likely to indicate global mean tax roadmap. Next, Amazon Inc.'s cargo flight plan in India. Next, FPI begin new year in sell-off mode. Then on page number 16 in Times Global section, under that, China reopens borders in final farewell to zero COVID. Next, murky legal path ahead of 6-year-old accused of shooting teacher in US. Next, first Sikh woman in Sron in has judged in US. Next, Russia says killed 600 Ukrainian troops in revenge attack. Kiwi denies claim. Next, XBB 1.5 COVID variants quickly growing in US. Next, war of two worlds. Next, Cital school Swiss tech cause for mental health crisis in youth via social media. Next, cash strapped Pakistan's FM to meet IMF team in Geneva. Next, pro Bolsonaro protesters storm Brazil Congress. Next, Iranian held in German over chemical terror plot. Next, an East Asian society age retirement just mean more work. Next, man in Ecuador changes gender to win custody of his daughter. Next, could not even cry in public when mother died. Harry. Then on page number 17, Times Sports section, under that, felt like Lanka versus Surya. Next, South Africa fight is embarrassment of series loss for Captain Elgar. Next, Cummins defense wicketless Agar has spin option for India Test series. Next, Gambhir says it's time to play Surya in Test cricket too. Next, Anahat wins under 15 British Open squeeze. Next, don't have to justify myself, Babar. Next, racer Kumar dies after crash. Next, Donik stars in Mavericks win. Next, Mahrez and more Manchester City Misri for Chelsea Liverpool held. Next, former Cameroon international Mbami dies at 40. Agent. Next, Danilo honors late hero Vilali by fire Zui second. Next, Belly's flying tackle leaves revival in intensive care. Next, Maha Olympic double delight for Pune in hockey. Next, dominant MIG win Police Shield crown. Next, Mumbai Seal record 8 win in a row. Then on page number 18, Times Sports section, and that victorious Sabalenka ready for Australia Open. Next, Melbourne. Next, Osaka withdraws from Australia Open. Next, the United Cup goes to the United States. Next, win Shifrin. Next, Coco serves up Auckland title. Then next, that much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.